What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Coming at you with yet again another perfume experience. And as per the title below, coming at you with one of those oldies but goodies from the Maison Francis Kurkdjian, Paris, Masculin Pluriel. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this has to be one of my favorite, if not my all-time favorite, traditional masculine scent with all the traditional masculine notes in it, which we will get into shortly. And yeah, without further ado, we will get started with this perfume experience. Before we get started, make sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy perhaps a snack, a beverage of your choice. In my case, I've got some cafe, so I can actually feel alive after my mind-numbing 9 to 5. And we will proceed with this perfume experience. We'll start off with the using off of the Francis Kurkdjian website. Then we will go over the notes. Then I will go ahead and experience the perfume with you guys. Now, like I said, this is an oldie but a goodie. I used to have a full bottle, but I've used most of it. And I reverted to samples when I was trying to delve deeper into the house. Hence, the sample I have on hand. Now, Masculin Pluriel, Eau de Toilette. So, inspiration. Beautifully crafted with multiple facets. Masculin Pluriel is a soft and sensual fragrance for men that moves beyond fashion. Pluriel Maison Francis Kurkdjian Eau de Toilette for men is based on a fougere accord, or a fougere accord, a classic in men's fragrances, which is reinterpreted in a timeless version. The scent is balanced by a deep lavender absolute from Provence and a soft leathery accord structured with cedar from Virginia, patchouli from Indonesia, and vetiver from Haiti. This woody men's fragrance, Pluriel Maison Francis Kurkdjian, challenges time constraints and the search for the everlasting. Okay, the olfactory notes, we have patchouli, and they have a musing for every note. So this is new to me, you guys. So the musing for the patchouli note. Native to Indonesia, this aromatic plant has almost no smell in the earth. It's first necessary to dry its leaves and to let them ferment for its odorous molecules to form. After distillation, the oil must be aged in barrels for several months to allow optimal use. When ready, Pogostamen Kablan reveals a powerful woody and earthy scent with smoky, camphorated, syrupy, and even musty accents. Some say it recalls the smell of a damp cellar. Greatly appreciated in France by women of easy virtue at the end of the 19th century, patchouli was for a long time considered a little vulgar. Then, the hippie generation of the 70s adopted it as a symbol of freedom and popularized the fragrance. Although it no longer carries a scandalous reputation, its powerful scent continues to fascinate and is used in both feminine and masculine compositions. Alright, the next note is vetiver. This is undoubtedly one of the most used ingredients in the men's fragrances of the 60s, giving off a very elegant, earthy, smoky, and root-like impression with green grapefruit inflections. Its potency conjures up the image of a majestic tree, but the Vetiveria zizanoides is in reality a small plant with green tufts and very deep roots. The oil is obtained by distillation of the roots with two major sourcings, Java in Indonesia for a particularly smoky variety, and Haiti, which supplies Francis Kurkdjian. Vetiver is used as a base note. Next note, leather accord. Born at the end of the 19th centuries at the Tsar's court, this olfactory this olfactory theme became fashionable in Europe, where it took the name Kurkdjian, Russian leather. Each fragrance house proposed its own interpretation. Why does it? Okay. Sorry guys, it keeps switching me between notes, so. Okay. Each fragrance house proposed its own interpretation, but the basic ingredients remained the same: smoked birch, cade wood, and styrax. At the time, the scent of leather was associated with the smell of Cossacks' boots, which were tanned with burnt birch to make them more supple and waterproof. The leather accord became very popular in the 1920s in Europe and was worn by women who wished to become emancipated. Today, a wide spectrum of leathers is offered, from classic smoky wood honey animal tobacco type accords to notes imitating supple suede. Then we have cedar from Virginia. This is the typical smell that comes out when you sharpen a pencil. Woody, dry, slightly spicy and creamy. This North American cedar, also called red cedar because of the color of its wood, belongs to the juniper family, Juniperus virginiana. Several types of cedars are used in perfumery, but this one comes into play in the heart and base, which gives a kind of verticality to its woody theme. It is quite different from the other three main varieties used in perfumery: the drier Texas cedar, the animalic and leathery Atlas cedar, or the smoky Chinese cedar. Lavender from Provence or Provence. Lavandula X intermedia is a hybrid cross between fine lavender and lavender aspec, which provides better yields. Its small violet blue flower heads, as well as its flower sachets sold in local markets, are the emblem of Provence. Its purplish flower spikes are carried by long stems. Steam distillation produces an aromatic, fresh, herbaceous, camphorated, and aniseed oil. This heart note is found in colognes as well as in fougere accord, emblematic of men's fragrances. Just like all of you guys here, I'm getting an education. This is fantastic. And last, and but not least, is grapefruit. The real name of the variety that floods market stalls with sunshine is the pomelo. Botanists prefer to talk about Citrus ex paradisi. As with other citrus fruits, its oil is extracted by cold expression of the rind. Its scent differs from the orange by a slightly green bitterness. In a perfume, it conveys a similar, very fresh, fruity, juicy sensation with tart and slightly sulfurous undertones. With its high volatility, it fuses and adds vibrancy to any composition. Okay. And alright, you guys, so this is what we have for the perfume musing and the notes, including note musings, which is new here on this channel. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Next, we will go ahead and carry on with the perfume experience. So we got our sampler, and as you can see, it's a clear, slightly grayish actually liquid, so it's not completely clear. We're gonna do a quick spray. Now, the sprays from Francis Kurkdjian are second to none. They are fantastic, you guys. They are delectable, delicious to die for. Very, very, very nice. Now, before we get started, I'll show you guys the spray. The spray print is about right here. It's very clear, so it wouldn't stain any white t-shirts or light shirts you have. It does have what seems to be more of a powdery / oily residue, so just something to keep in mind there. And again, my skin is typically eats these up very quickly, so it's almost gone, even though the spray was pretty generous. Okay, so let's sniff. Wow. Alrighty, guys, so let me. This right now makes me feel like I need a suit, a cigar, and a second nice cup of coffee because I'm almost done with this. This, you guys, is so classy. It is so elegant. It is so sophisticated. It is so masculine. But its undertone masculinity is kind of like, you know, the quiet, imposing guy at the back end of the room that's standing there and just monitoring everything and paying attention to everybody and observing everybody quietly. Such a stunning masculine scent, you guys. And for an Eau de Toilette, okay, to lead into our next portion here being performance, this does really well. Performance-wise, across the board, I'm gonna say this is strong, you guys. Projection, trail, and sillage. Even though my skin ate it up quite quickly, it is wafting strongly towards my nostrils. For an Eau de Toilette, that's quite strong and capable performance, especially for the price point of this kind of perfume. So yeah, you know, you most certainly are going to be projecting far off from you, off of your skin. So even if somebody is a bit far from you and not necessarily just within the vicinity of your perfume cloud surrounding you, they will be able to pick on this. You will leave a trail as you pass by people, and there most certainly will be sillage long after you're gone from a room, and that's basically the scent lingering there long after you've gone. This is just one spray, and I didn't squeeze the whole sprayer all the way, and it's already performing very strong. I'm not gonna go and say that this is beast mode. However, it most certainly is strong in terms of performance. That includes projection, trail, and sillage. Now, let's talk about seasonality. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is very versatile and will work across the seasons. The formulation of this perfume does not necessarily feed into one season versus the other. The profile of this perfume is more focused on masculinity, so basically it's more gender leaning in terms of profile versus setting a profile that's suitable for a particular season per se. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is versatile enough to be wearable across all 4 seasons. You know, leading into time of day that's a best time to wear this, I'm gonna go ahead and say again that this is very versatile to wear across the day. So morning, afternoon, late afternoon, early evening, and late evening. Again, the perfume is masculine centric, so regardless of time of day, if you're a man, go ahead and wear this across the day. You will not be disappointed with it fitting a specific time of day. Now, in terms of how you would wear this, I'm gonna go ahead and say 100% dress this up. You need a nice suit, a Tom Ford suit, a Canali, Cavalli, whatever your brand of choice may be, or maybe you have a sartorial suit, or you have a bespoke suit from London, from Savile Row. Whatever the case may be, this is a suit scent, you guys, and it's so traditionally masculine in its profile that I cannot imagine this without a cigar. You need a cigar, you guys. A suit, a cigar. You need to look sharp. You need to look like, you know, you need to look like the man. You need to look like the daddy, okay? So when somebody sees you, they see affluence, they see status, they see class, they see style, you know, they see masculinity, all right? And yeah, perfect scent for a suit. Now, does that mean you can't wear it semi-formal or casual? Of course not. You can actually with this. That's how versatile this scent is. I will go ahead and say that if you wear it casually, while it is passable, it's not congruent. It's just that kind of a scent that you need to rise up to the occasion and dress accordingly, okay? So formal dress wear for this. In terms of context environment you'd wear this in, this I will say is a very work suitable scent. It's very masculine, but it has the soft touch to it, so it's not overbearing. Comes across as professional, especially if you work in the realms of accounting firms, law firms. You most certainly will be at home wearing this scent. Another way I would dress this scent is if I was a real estate agent. So if you're going out showing properties and whatnot, and you want to basically impart competence, okay, as a masculine man, this is your scent. This scent will say, this individual is a professional, he is competent, he is capable, I'm well taken care of. That's that kind of a scent. Without being abrasive, without being overbearing or aggressive, it just demonstrates the subtle undertone masculinity, and that just fits well with a lot of professional careers or roles that are more, I guess, white collar oriented. I wouldn't say that this will go well for blue collar wear, just because it just has this sort of air of cleanliness to it, which wouldn't really go with a lot of blue collar jobs. Not to say you can't wear it if you have a blue collar job, but it most certainly is more of a white collar based scent. So just something to keep in mind as you dress this context wise. Okay, with that said, you guys, do I recommend Masculin Pluriel? 100% yes. Get your nose on it, get your wallet on it, cop it, you will not regret it. Luckily, you can get samples to test off of the website before completing your purchase. However, if you like fougere or fougere, I have no idea how it's pronounced, scents that are typical of the 60s and 70s, traditionally masculine scents that aren't overly bearing but has strong performance, this is your scent, you guys, okay? With that said, I'm gonna wrap it up here. As per usual, very much appreciate your time and attention, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.